Hey everyone, welcome to another gameplay tutorial. For today, I'm going to be playing Jungle Kha'Zix, teach you the tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and advantages, disadvantages of this champion. First comes first, you always want to switch to your control ward the opposite side on where you want to start, and then immediately recall and switch back to your sweeping lens. That way, you would be able to react to any possible invades, and this is especially important with Kha'Zix because this champion has one of the weakest, or if not the weakest, early game out of all of the meta junglers. The reason is because he has no damage, very squishy, no crowd control, cannot 1v1 if he's not yet level 5. And in line with that, that is the reason why we want to start at the blue buff no matter what, so that once we hit 5, we get a red buff and it's gonna last longer, and we could use this to look for any possible ganks. Because we have nothing to do in the early game, AFK farm, and hopefully our team doesn't die before I hit level 5. Even after level 5, Kha'Zix is still a bit weak. The best time that Kha'Zix becomes useful is once you complete your first item. This could be Dust Blade, Ghost Blade, or Serpent's Fang depending on the opponents, but you desperately need your boots plus first item Power Spike. So in order to get there, we wanna farm as efficiently as possible. The only time we wanna look for ganks is if the opponents are literally 1 HP, so that we could just go in, yoink them, get the last hit, and call it a day. When it comes to clearing, there's nothing special about Kha'Zix clear. You cannot double clear with this champion because he has no spammable AoE skill. You just wanna auto attack while using your skills in between, like what I'm doing right now. And if there's gonna be a scuttle fight, I'm against Rebengga right now, which is literally the opposite of me, very strong early game, fast clear, etc, etc. So if he's at the bottom scut, as we could see in the minimap, then we have no right of contesting this, especially if we have 0 lane prio. So for some reason, the Darius saw the Rebengga right there, and he still decided to face check him, and now he's gonna be in trouble, and I'm forced to try and help. Hopefully the opponents get scared, but since this Rebengga clears giga fast, he hits level 5, I get hooked in, I have to jump out, we dodge the ulti, I have to flash out. Rebengga Nasus flash, we get a 2-for-1 trade, and you know what? That is the best case scenario for me right now. Because even though I die, we burn 2 flashes, get kills, and kills will translate to gold, which will help us reach our goal faster to getting our core items. So we'll take the 1-for-1 trade. Even actually 1-for-2 trade could have been worse. And now the top scuts up. And now since I have lane prio, Zyra's here, thank God, we're able to get this for free. So that's the only way you're able to contest the Scuttle Crab, if you have lane priority. Well, I could have contested also because I'm level 5, I have my boots item. So this would give me a bigger duel potential. Okay, while waiting for my blue buff to spawn, my wolf spawn, so I'll just get this first. I was looking to possibly gank top, but they're very far, so you know what, just far. Looking at the minimap, there's a fight mid lane. Brand is half HP, so I take a peek. See that Brand's literally dying, so what I could do here is ulti in. Lissandra flashed in. Should have waited for me, but it's fine. Wow, flash for flash, and with nothing else happening, we'll just go back and start clearing the blue buff yet again. So now, with this Evolved Claws, this would make our clear so much faster because if there's an isolated opponent and you have the Evolved Claws, it would reduce the cooldown by a lot more, allowing you to spam your first skill a lot more, which will give you a faster clear. So you always wanna... so Kha'Zix clears camps that that are isolated. So his clear is a bit slower on the Krugs and Raptors, but it's much faster when it comes to the buffs. Okay, since I'm always at the disadvantages right now, because the Kha'Zix early game is the biggest disadvantage about this champion. So the advantage is that once you get your items, at least your 1 item, better if 2, even better if 3, you will have the capacity to burst or one-shot the squishy champions. So that's what we wanna go for right now. And since I have no camps, I have no camps and Brand has no flash. Never mind, I see Severe overextended. We wanna try to go for a kill here. Zyra dies, so you ulti in first, and then you can jump, force the flash, second skill, flash in, and we get the kill. So that's the only way we're able to gank if there's an opponent that's overextended. So Kha'Zix gank combo is always ulti first so that you get closer. And yeah, I did not realize the brand was there. I thought it was only Viego. We get caught. And that's another, actually, yeah. Well, it's a disadvantage for every assassin junglers that you cannot face check because you are very squishy. I saw the Viegos on the way, but I did not expect the brand to be there. It's okay. We just want our kills. We just want to get our items. Yeah, this Viego is just popping off in the early game. Nothing we can do. This is the result of playing Kha'Zix. If we're against an early game jungler, the best thing we can do is just pray that it doesn't snowball. But it's not yet GG because we're able to get kills, which is good. Anyway, there's something that I wanna let you guys know. I think not much people know about this, is that one of Kha'Zix's weakness is Yuumi. Because if Yuumi is attached on another champion, it removes the isolation damage and cooldown reduction. So whenever I hit a champion that there's a Yuumi, I don't get the bonus perks on the isolated targets. That's why it's so annoying to play Kha'Zix against Yuumi. So with this, you always want to start Herald even though it's Infernal, because we need the money. We desperately need the money. Level-wise, we're not that behind. We hit level 9. We're able to get some of our items, and we could go for a possible gank on this Nasus. We go in, going to kill, and then jump out. Perfect. We could also go for this first tier tower at the bot side. At this point, we want to look for trades because their Viego's Giga fed. And since I see that there's 4 people on the top side, I use the Herald on the bot side. Even though there's a shield, no problem because there's no contest. And the reason why I place it on the tier 2 bot rather than the mid lane is because tier 2 tower gives more gold, especially if it's the first inner tower that's destroyed. So look at that. 450 gold plus 225. I get 600 gold for free. Solo gold, all by myself. That's equivalent to 2 kills. And that is the number 1 reason that I wanna prioritize using Herald at the tier 2 tower rather than the mid tier 1. But of course, if I cannot destroy the tier 2 tower with the Herald, it's better to put it at the mid tier 1. So I sacrificed map control over... Yeah, I sacrificed map control to get more gold, basically. And that is what you wanna do in solo queue. Because you need money. It's okay because I will be able to use this to buy my items later on. So as you can see, I'm the only one with skills right now. And this is gonna be a big purchase. Look at my gold. 3.8k all of a sudden. We're able to buy Duskblade Serpents. 2 full items in 1 back. And that is why I wanted to use the Herald bot. And now we have 2 items. We're now a lot stronger. So you wanna gank the lanes that have crowd control like this. Lissandra, perfect. I think Lissandra is the easiest lane to gank for because of the point and click ultimate. Okay, there's a fight upside. Should be able to go for the Severe. Yup. Serpent's Fang. You have to buy Serpent's Fang in this meta right now because this Bloodthirster item is giga broken with a shield. So it's just a must. And as if you see there, the Severe didn't die instantly because there's a stupid Yuumi and no isolation. Because if the target is isolated, Kha'Zix deals 110% damage. So you deal 10% more damage on an isolated target, and your ulti cooldown will be like 1.5 seconds instead of like 2.5, something like that. Okay, we get a tower. When you play this champion, you also wanna play for the pick of potential rather than the team fights. Because of course, as an assassin, you are not the best when it comes to the 5v5s. Well, you can play the 5v5s by looking for the isolated carry and then yoinking them. Okay, we go mid lane. Maybe we can try to go for someone. I have ulti, just in case. Okay, Lissandra goes in. Ulti first. No good target. I just wanna poke that Severe a bit. Okay, nice snare. We force the cleanse, that's big. Force Yuumi ult. Oh, Viego's out of position. Bam. There we go. There we go. We get a big shutdown on the Viego, and since their jungler is dead, their brand just respawned. We could look for a possible dive here in the mid lane. We know that Severe no spell, and we have the Lissandra combo. You get another kill, get the reset, and jump away. Perfect. So this is when Kha'Zix becomes a lot more fun to play. Because not only do we one-shot the enemy, we also get a lot of gold for our first strike. So we have, if you look at below, we have 300 right now. And Kha'Zix, I think another good thing about Kha'Zix is that his objective clear is one of the best. So even though your early game is one of the worst, when it comes to objectives, he clears these so fast. He could solo it, and he majority wins the smite fight because first skill plus smite will deal about 1.2k damage, which is higher than most junglers. And it's on a 2-second cooldown, which is really fast. So they just spam it. 1.5. Oi! This is Kha'Zix's biggest power spike once you get the Cerilias, because now you have almost 2 damage with double armor pen, and then armor pen percentage. Combining that with the isolated damage, the speed dealing also more damage. You get yeah, you get the drill. You burst anyone that has no armor in the game. Oi! Speaking of, look at that. Look at my Q damage. 802 plus 243. Even bigger than Nunu's Smite, actually. Wait, wait, I thought it was like 400. Now it's 800 with 3 items. So it's like Nunu Q Smite on a 2-second cooldown. Nice. And that is the fun part about Kha'Zix jungle. You shred single targets really fast. Okay, since we're at the other side of the universe, what we wanna do is clear the top side. There's a big ass wave. As I said, we don't wanna fight. We don't wanna play for the team fights. We wanna look for the isolated targets, and since we're able to push this top wave, we cannot go at the bot side. I see that Brand out of position, but he's probably gonna go for the bot. So we'll just clear the wave. We're just chilling. I have upgrade. We'll get our second upgrade. Okay. Severe isolated. Get the reset. Jump on the Brand. Get the slow. I get stunned. Yumi's on the Brand. So no isolated. This is a Yumi diff, low-key. Yeah, I just got burned by Brand. The 10% would have mattered. I hate Yumi. But that's what you wanna do when playing Kha'Zix. You always wanna look for the backside. Try to one-shot the squishy targets, and then you get the ultimate reset, and then you can just jump away. So your typical combo is third, auto first, second. And then if they flash or dash, you third, chase them, get the kill, and then third away. If you don't get the reset, you just ulti again, and then run away. So you don't wanna be in a fight for more than 5 seconds. And that's when Dustblade comes into play. If you one-shot the enemy, you get the Dustblade, you get invisibility going in. One-shot someone, invisibility from the Dustblade, and then you could use that to either run away or look for another target. Okay, another fight here, perfect timing. Yeah, this is what we wanna do. Literally, go in last. Oh, wait, look at this, bam. 700. Yoink. Oh, got the revenge on Brand. So with that, my team doing really well also. And with that, Baron should be free. Take this for free. Wow. Nice. And when you're just fed, now you could invade. Actually, you could already invade with Dustblade, but it's gonna be even more scarier once you have this item. So next item that I got is, you could either go Death's Dance or Guardian Angel. We just went for the Death's Dance because if we get a kill and we get damage, we get our HP back. Gives more cooldown reduction, because if you're not able to assassinate anyone, the next thing that you could do is spam your second skill, because your second skill, upgraded second skill, gives such a big slow. Perfect for kiting. So that's Kha'Zix's secondary, like plan B. If there's no one you can assassinate, you could help your team by just spamming second skill, so that your team could kite. And it also deals some damage. Okay, bam, isolated Viego, 740, one jump, get the insta-kill. Trying to look at the Nasus, maybe. Too far. Don't wanna risk it. Okay, we get the tower. We continue the push. We're trying to look for another isolated target. At this point, we could just jump in. Jump, Q, W, auto, dead. So while we're sieging, perfect time to spam second skill. That's why cooldown is also good on Kha'Zix. So look how annoying that is. Because if you slow the opponents, it makes your teammate's skill shot almost a guaranteed kill. That's how strong the slow is. And with Cerilia, it also even makes a slow even more annoying. Okay, we just wanna yoink Viego's entire jungle, make his life miserable while waiting for the objective. And then what you could do here is just wait at the bush. Wait for someone to face check with the objective spawning. Okay, hello Viego. Ulti in, second skill, auto attack, first skill. Then he flashes out, you jump in, then we jump out. Perfect. So that is the Kha'Zix bread and butter combo for bursting down targets. Okay, dragon is up. Bam. Perfect. Okay, last item, Guardian Angel. Just in case we randomly get one shot. And look how fast I clear with Kha'Zix now. It's so... The first skill ASMR. Okay, take more of the jungle. We see Severe out of position. Ulti in again. Bam. Second skill, auto attack. Flashes out. Jump in. Destroy the Serpent's Fang. Okay, nice. Zyra got the Deandre kill. Annoying isolation. But we still get the kill in the end. And what we want to do right now is just wait for Baron, or probably we could just end. Yeah, Sandra is popping off. Such a strong champion if opponents don't have cleanse. And look at our first strike. Already 1k. Literally 1k gold. And we are giga fed, by the way. It's big. It all started because of the Herald at the tier 2 bot. That gave us the snowball. Okay, tower is Nasus Kha'Zix. Nasus Lumi can't do anything. Rebengga just pushing the top side. I just wanna recall. I'm already item lock at 16 minutes. Holy, we are giga fed. So we should probably end the game once we get Baron. Well, it's very much endable already. It's also the second Baron, which means it's gonna last longer. Item lock at, I think I'm like 17k gold. I'm more than 1k GPM, which is very rare with Kha'Zix. And that is thanks to the first strike gold and the Herald. That's why I love Herald. Okay, we destroy the Baron. All we have to do is wait for the minions, and then we could just go for the GG push. Okay, at the side lane again. Ulti in. Hello, Brand. Good night, Brand. Enemy FF. Bang. Dead. Destroyed. Nice. That was a pretty clean Kha'Zix game. Pretty much showed you all of the pros and cons of this champion. 12, 3, and 6. Get MVP. Like my team. They all did well. Lissandra, wow, perfect. Look at that. 19k gold, 17 minutes. Well, that's like 20k gold. 20k gold at 17 minutes. 20k, 1k damage dealt. Look at that. First strike, giga money. Sudden impact, also giga money. And that is pretty much how you play Kha'Zix. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching and peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.